Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is commercial banks. Now commercial bank itself, it's a financial institution. So first and foremost we will understand what is commercial bank. Okay. Now according to Banking Act 1949, do remember the year and act. Banking Act 1949. Okay. A banking company is one which transacts the business of banking, which means the accepting for the purpose of lending or investments of deposits of money from the public, repayable on demand or otherwise, and withdrawable by check, draft or otherwise. Okay, do remember what is the meaning of banking company. Now banking company means they accept deposit. Why do they accept deposit? What is the reason behind accepting the deposit? For lending it, for investment. Okay, now what they do, they invest or they lend money, whatever deposits they receive from the public. Now these deposits which they receive from the public is repayable on demand. Repayable on demand or otherwise means in any ways, which can be withdrawable by check, draft or otherwise. Now draft you people must not be knowing, because now this is not in frequent use. Previously in olden days drafts were used, demand drafts were being made. Okay, they want to withdraw. So this is banking. Okay, now when we go for banking function, there are two essential means important function. What is it? Acceptance of demand deposit that have check facilities. Okay, and lending means giving money on loan. Now let's move on to the next topic of the same chapter, that is functions of commercial bank. What are the functions of commercial bank? Now in present days we know that bank performs numbers of functions. They are divided in three major categories, or you can say three groups, which are the first is primary function, then it is agency function, then it is general utility function. Let's understand one by one. First we will go for the primary function. Now if it comes to primary function, it is divided in two major parts, or you can say it has two major functions to perform as a primary. Okay, so commercial bank has two primary functions. First is accepting deposits. Okay, and second is you will come through, that is advancing of loan. Okay, later on you will come through, but first understand accepting deposits. We know very well that what is the function of banking, means what banking do. They accept deposits, money from public. Okay, in different ways. That is first function, accepting deposit. The primary function of commercial bank is to accept deposits from the public. They accept deposits from every class and from every source. Now what do you mean by every class? Every class means they accept deposits from common people, from average people, from below average people, from rich people also. That means from all class. Okay, now to how they attract it, they attract through different ways, like savings. Okay, now the bank accepts mainly three types of deposits. They have three types of deposits. First is demand deposits, then it is savings deposits, and then it is fixed deposits. Let's understand one by one. First is demand deposit. You just mark out whatever I am reading that part only, which you can make notes. So you can prepare your notes also like this. No problem. Okay, these all are with keywords. Now demand deposits are those deposits which can be withdrawn by the depositor at any time by means of check. No interest is paid on such deposits. Rather, the depositor have to pay something to the bank for the service rendered by it. These deposits are generally made by the businessman and industrialist who receives and make large payments. Do remember this deposit, here they have said demand deposit. Actually this deposit is also known as current account. Okay, now basically this type of account is being held by businessman. Why? Because they need to deposit money at any time n number of amount they have to deposit and n number of amount they have to withdraw. Now on such kind of accounts there is no limits. Bank has not stated any limit on that. Okay, so what is there? They can anytime they can withdraw n number of amount. N number of amount means any number of amount. There is no restriction. So basically that is why this is being held by a business personnel only, because they have to go for large transactions. Fine. Moreover, this kind of deposit don't have any interest. Interest means bank don't give any interest on such kind of deposit. Why? Because as and when it is demanded, as and when means whenever it is demanded, even by 6 o'clock, businessman if wants, they can demand this kind of amount. Okay, so anytime whenever it is demanded they have to give the amount. So that is why they pay no interest on that. Rather sometimes they charge the customer. Sometimes, it is not always. Okay, so few of the bank may have such kind of condition, but basically so far nationalized bank don't have such conditions. They don't charge anything on demand deposit. Okay. Now I already explained you that demand deposit, which the account which they hold is also called as current account. So that is what the last line you can see over here, right? Now next is what? Saving deposits. Now what is saving deposits? Saving deposits are those deposits which on the withdrawal of which bank places certain restriction. We all know, we all hold, especially if you will check out with your parents hold saving deposits. Now when you will speak to them, they will tell you that they do have restriction. When they withdraw money, they have a restriction. They cannot withdraw more than 20,000 in a day. Okay, and that too in 2 slots they have to withdraw. They cannot withdraw at once. Ek saath they cannot withdraw. Okay, so at once they cannot withdraw 20. They have to withdraw in breakups. So this is what the system it is. It is saving deposits. They have restrictions. Check facility is provided to the depositors. Now in case of savings, check facility is there. Okay, now saving deposit accounts are generally held by household who have idle or surplus money for the short period. Okay, so you know household peoples, they have surplus money for a short period of time. So that is why they go for such kind of deposits. Now a low rate of interest is paid on them. The bank places certain restriction on the depositor in withdrawing his deposits. Okay, now what is the condition over here? Bank do provide a nominal rate of interest if you open up your saving account. Okay, so on minimum balance which you hold. Do remember, they will give you interest on the minimum balance which you will hold. So this is what? This is saving deposits. Next is recurring or cumulative deposits. Now what is recurring or cumulative deposit? This is a type of fixed deposit. But what is there in recurring? You fix up an amount. Suppose I have fixed, for example, 2,000 rupees and I have deposited my 2,000. I have started my recurring account in the month of January, 8th January. Now every month, 8th, okay, every month ka 8th date, I have to pay the same number of deposit. Okay, that means 2,000 I have to pay every month on 8th. Every month, that means after January, February, March, every month I will pay 2,000 rupees on the same date. Okay, so that is what? That is recurring. Now recurring again, year is fixed. Year is fixed means duration is fixed. It can be for 1 year, it can be for 2 years. It depends how much duration I am fixing. So that is why it is called as recurring or cumulative deposit. Okay, recurring deposit account, money is deposited in monthly installment. That is what I told you. We have to deposit monthly installment for a fixed period of time. The purpose of such account is to encourage regular saving habits among the people. Now what is the main motive behind this? They encourage people to go for regular deposit. How they encourage? Because the rate of interest which you get is equivalent to fixed deposit. That means more maximum number rate of interest bank gives. Fine. Moreover, you will be in a habit of fixing at least minimum the whatever amount you fix for. Like if you fix for 2000, you are in the habit of fixing that 2000 minimum every month. So this is how bank promote to go for the regular deposit savings. Okay. Now in acceptance of deposit, the last is fixed deposit. Now what is fixed deposit? That means the amount which you fix for a particular period of time. Now here you have to fix a particular amount for a particular period of time. Suppose 50,000 for 2 years. Okay. Now 50,000 for 2 years, once you have fixed, you cannot withdraw 50,000 before 2 years. After expiry of the term only you can withdraw that amount. Fine. Moreover, on this you get highest rate of interest from bank. So what is fixed deposits? Fixed deposits are those deposits which can be withdrawn only after the expiry of a certain fixed period. Many deposit is in a fixed deposit accounts for a fixed period of time. Okay. Now for say 2 years, 3 years, that I already have explained. This is called what? Fixed deposit. Do remember, this kind of deposit has a highest rate of interest. Moreover, the longer the period, the higher will be the rate of interest. This you have to understand. If you fix for more period of time, you will get more rate of interest. This is what the system goes with the bank. Now next primary function is advancing of loan. This is the second most important function of commercial bank. That means it gives loans and advances. Commercial bank give loans and advances to businessmen, farmers, consumers and employers against approved securities. Approved securities refers to gold, silver, bullions, government securities, easily saleable stock and shares and marketable goods. Do remember, on these kind of securities bank give loans and advances. Okay. Now the bank's advances are of following types. Now even this, they follow a system. That means different types of loans and advances are being given. Now first is what? Cash credit. Now what is cash credit? Under this, the borrower is allowed to withdraw up to a certain amount on a given security, which comprises mainly stock of goods and bills receivable from others, but interest is charged on the amount actually withdrawn. That means, suppose, for example, I am giving, you will not understand with this language, I will give you example. Suppose I have given a security of 50,000 or 1 lakh rupees. Okay. Now I have bank have granted me loan of 1 lakh rupees. But as much as I withdraw, suppose my requirement is 20,000 only. Okay, so I got the loan of 1 lakh, bank has granted me loan of 1 lakh, but I withdraw only 20,000. Okay, so I used only 20,000. So what bank will do? Bank will charge me interest on 20,000 only. They will not charge me interest on total 1 lakh. Rather, what is my loan? मेरा loan amount क्या है? My loan amount is 1 lakh. But how much amount I have withdrawn, how much amount I have used? Only 20,000. So they will charge interest on 20,000. So this system of charging interest is known as cash credit. That means the amount you have withdrawn, on that amount only you will be credited. Okay. Next is short-term loan. Now under this, loan of a fixed amount are sanctioned. The sanctioned amount is credited in the bank in the debtor's account. Bank charge interest on the whole amount from the day it was sanctioned. Now here in this case it is opposite. What is it? Suppose bank has sanctioned you loan for 1 lakh rupees. Okay, so what they will do? They will totally deposit that amount, or you can say transfer that amount in the account holder. Okay, and they will start charging interest on total 1 lakh rupee on the day when they will transfer. Okay. Now next in a row is overdraft facility. An overdraft is an advance given by allowing a customer keeping current account to overdraw his account up to the agreed amount. Okay. Now suppose I have my current account. In my current account, the balance which is right now is 40,000. Okay. Now I have a agreed amount of over withdrawing. I always go with that, because when I open up with my current account, these are the legal formalities which we have to do, means which a current account holder has to do. Fine. Now suppose I want to pay my customer, my balance is 40,000, but I have to pay my customer 60,000 rupees. Okay, now 60,000 rupees, what I can do, I can give a check to the customer can withdraw 60,000, though my balance is 40,000. Now how much is the excess amount which I have withdrawn? 40,000 was my balance, 60,000 of check I have given. So what is the over withdrawal? The difference is 20,000. So 20,000 is something which I have withdrawn more. Now what bank will do? Though bank have permitted to over withdraw 20,000, but that is a kind of loan which bank is giving. So bank will charge interest on that. But actually we will not say that loan. That amount is known as overdraft, overdrawing, over withdrawal. Okay, so that you have to understand, overdraft means over withdrawing more than the balance which I have in my account. Such kind of facility is being given to current account holders. Okay, and whatever is the difference, that means over withdrawal amount, on that particular amount bank will charge you interest. Fine. Now next is discounting of the bill of exchange. Now to understand discounting of the bill of exchange, you have to first understand bill of exchange. Now what is bill of exchange? Bill of exchange is a legal document, okay, which is being drawn by a drawer. Drawer means the one who is selling the goods. Suppose I am a seller, I sold my goods to a particular person. Now what I will do, I will take a legal document in writing from that person. He is not paying me the amount on that particular time. What he say, he will pay me after 3 months. So what he is doing, he is taking goods on credit. So when he is taking goods on credit, I'll say give in writing. Okay, so what he will do, he will write a legal paper. He will write everything on a legal paper. Now that written document is known as bills receivable. Okay, that is bills of exchange. As it is a legal document, what I can do, I can go to the bank, I can discount it. Discount it means I can take loan on behalf of that by keeping it as a security. Fine. So what I will do, I will give this to bank, and bank will give me the amount as a loan. But now, as suppose for example my bill is of 20,000, so bank will not give me total 20,000. What bank will give me? Bank will give me less amount, few less amount, and if whatever amount is less, that amount is known as discounting. Okay, so that is why it is called discounting of bill. I hope I am clear. This is another popular type of lending by the modern bank. Though this method, a holder of a bill of exchange can get it discounted from the bank. In a bank bill of exchange, the debtor accepts the bill drawn upon him by the creditor, that is holder of the bill, and agrees to pay the amount mentioned on maturity. If the holder, that is the creditor of a bill of exchange, wants money immediately, the bank provides him the money by discounting the bill of exchange. That is what I said, कि though I have given my goods on credit, what if I want money today itself? So if I want money, what I can do, I can go to the bank, keep my bill as a security, take amount from them, and then carry on with my business work. Okay, so that is discounting of bills of exchange. Now before I start the next function, that is agency function, I want to make it very clear that what actually type of question is asked. If suppose a question is asked, explain primary function. What is the basic mistake which children do? What do? They start giving all via explanations. All via explanation means they have demand deposit, they have saving deposit facility, they have recurring deposit, they have cash credit, they have short term, then they go for purchase and sale of security, they give locker facility, they give all kind of functions. Now this is not a primary function. Understand very clearly. If boards are asking, boards want only primary function. Now what are the primary functions? That is only two functions, accepting deposit and advancing of loans. Fine. So they will check out that answer only. Do remember. Fine. Moreover, they want it with heading. They don't want straight away inside explanation. First they want heading. Means first you will say this is acceptance of deposit. Then in acceptance of deposits, what are the functions? Then advancing of loan. Now in advancing of loan, what are the functions? You have to explain everything very clearly. This is how the board will check. They will not check all the functions. If you are giving all via functions, that is not acceptable. Am I clear? So be very careful while writing your answers. If they say agency function, they will check out only agency function. They will not check other functions. Okay. So be very careful. Again, I'll say to when you are make sure that whatever you are writing, it is connected to the question. Okay. Now I will go for agency function. Now what are the agency function? First is collection and making payment for credit instruments. Now banks collect or make payment on behalf of their customers such as insurance premium, pensions, dividend, interest, etc. Now what happened? Suppose I am a businessman or whomsoever, okay, I don't have much of the time, or I cannot move from one place to another and many of the time. So what I will do, I will instruct my bank. Ki, see, I have my electricity bill, please pay my electricity bill. So as and when it will come, bank will pay my electricity bill automatically. Okay, same way, if I have my insurance to be premium to be paid, I will instruct my bank. If I have invested in shares and I want that every time the dividend should be collected, okay, or any of the investment for which interest should be collected on time, and I basically don't remember what is the due date. So what I will do, I will instruct my bank. Bank will remember the date, okay, on that particular date they will go for the collection. So that is what collection and making payment for credit instruments. Okay. Next is purchase and sale of securities. Bank undertakes purchase and sale of various securities like shares, stocks, bonds, debentures, etc. on behalf of their customers. Now, these customers basically are the businessmen. Suppose I am issuing my shares. I have my account in one of the bank. So what I can do, I can request bank, see, I have shares to issue for my company. Please proceed with that. That means you sell my shares to your customers. So that is purchase and sale of security. Trustee and executor. Now bank preserves the bill of their customers and execute them after their death. See, you may your parents may be having fixed deposit account. You can ask them, or saving deposit. They have to go for a nominee in that account. Now what are the nominee? Nominee means to whomsoever they want to transfer after their death. Now if at all that is the case, bank is acting as a trustee or executor. Executor means at the end they will execute on the behalf of their customer. Okay. Now transfer of funds. Bank help their customer in transferring funds from one place to another through checks, drafts, etc. You know that very well. Wherever I want to deposit or wherever I want to transfer my amount, I can very well do through checks or drafts or different ways. Now the Paytm is there. So many facilities are available. So many facilities are being given by the bank. So these all functions are what? Agency function. Again at the end I will tell you that be very careful while writing your answer. Check out whatever is the question. Accordingly you answer. Board will check that. Now rest function, that is the last function, journal utility function, I will explain you in my next video. So far you carry out with this, write your notes, prepare it perfectly.